And got the quick release installed. I wish I could do something with that. Something like this. What I have here is probably the most useless mod I've ever done to my car, but I've been extremely excited over this ever since I've seen it on Brutal's channel. So Brutal had this same shift knob, and I've loved it ever since. This is the UPR automatic shift knob. So I think it's a lot better than this. First thing you got to do is there is a number 2 Allen key in the front, which I already have it in. A little pinhole down here. You're going to take that off, and then you can pull the handle off. After that's all the way out, you can push this button in, and you're going to pull straight out on it. Or if you want to put it up into like neutral, you can pull straight up on it, whatever's easier for you. Be extremely careful when you pull yours out. Mine give me a little struggle. I pulled it all the way out, and it pulled the overdrive wire straight out. So now normally you do have some slack, but that's just a connector back here. So back here under this plate, so if you go from your shifter cup holder area right back here, this is where the wires pulled out at. That's for your overdrive. That's going to be important because if you want to keep your overdrive, you have to hook it to a momentary switch. So I am definitely going to do that. So I need to make sure I keep track of these wires right here. So I'll just put them pins back in, run this connector, and run it up to a momentary switch somewhere. Next thing I did is I removed the screws up here, and then took out the center console part, undid these screws so I can slide this back, and now you have access to the 2 screws on this side that hold this in, and I'm pulling that out for a reason to show you in just a second. Now, once you get these 2 screws out, the other side don't have screws. It's just got like alignment tabs. There is a light bulb underneath here, so when you pick it up, be easy. That's these wires right here. They go to the light bulb that lights up your indicator here. Now that's out, you can take a moment to clean up down here. I got a spade connector, and I don't know what the heck that is. Looks like some kind of heat shrink. But get it all cleaned up, and then you can run your wire up. Alright, so out the switch. Overdrive off. Overdrive on. That's it. Losing daylight pretty fast, so I'm trying to get this done. These are the wires to your cigarette lighter. Make sure you have them up out of the way. Make sure everything's still good with this and it didn't get unplugged when you was putting everything back in. And make sure it's bolted in. So now that all this is bolted in, I can start bolting the center console back in. There. These 2 here, and then one here that holds the actual lid in. Or you're supposed to have 2, but I only had 1 for some reason. I don't know why, but who cares. And then your ashtray can go back in also, or cup holder in my case. So when you install this, you got to make sure when you set it down, you're going to push it just a little bit down. You hear a click. You can't push it anymore. You can't shift it. Just make sure you're pushing down as hard as you can without pushing that button, because if not, there's just a small bit of gap that can prevent you from shifting this. Not everybody has the problem, but some people do. You don't want to be one of them people that have that problem. So I'm going to put the bezel back on and tighten everything down, and then pull it down where I can get to. It's the same way on this one. It comes with a set screw and an Allen wrench, and it goes right there. Alright guys, there she sits. So I couldn't find a cloth shift boot that I wanted to match my seats, but it is black with red stitching, and I like the way it looks right there. So there we go. It is working just fine. It's tight. UPR did a great job with that, and I love the way this looks compared to what it looked like before. This shift boot I just have sitting here, and there is the overdrive switch underneath the boot. I can click it on, and I can click it off under the boot, and it's hidden. Never have to worry about it. It is the next day. I still haven't cleaned up anything, but what I did do is, even though I kind of liked how it was hidden, it just didn't set right here. So I took my coin one and I hollowed it out, and now my overdrive switch is right there, and it's kind of recessed in there because of that. So I like the way that turned out. It's pretty simple. Like I said, I just hollowed out the coin slots, and there's the shifter. Nothing special. Like I said, still need to clean up, but I do really love the way it looks. Steering wheel with a quick release. Upr automatic shift knob with a boot that's black with red stitching. Seats black with red stitching. It's coming along pretty freaking good. I'm excited. So guys, tell me what you think. This is a quick, easy little install. Even with recording, it took maybe 25 minutes. I just happened to run out of daylight when I started it. Had a little side project, had to run to the store, and when I came back, it was already getting dark, but I figured I'd finish up in the daytime, show y'all what it looks like, show y'all with the steering wheel. I'm loving this interior. I don't know what else I can do to it to make it any more perfect, other than maybe I would love the Scott Rod Fab door panels, solid aluminum door panels. I think that would be great. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. What do y'all think about it? I know it's kind of, you know, it's pointless. Automatic shift knob, really? But I love it, and I love the way it looks. I think it's a lot better in stock. So thank you for watching. This is Horseplay. Peace.
I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars. I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars. I won't turn around, I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never come down.